people are just dancing. People are trying to get down, like sliding on the dance floor and shit like that. And there's literally shit on the floor.
Besides the piece that the guy picked up.
Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Poter.
And I'm KarenLee Poter.
That's my mother.
And that's my son.
We chat about sex on a weekly basis and all the things you typically don't talk about with a parent.
We like to make the most uncomfortable conversations comfortable.
So strap in,
Strap on,
and enjoy the ride. Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Poter.
and I'm KarenLee Poter.
Mother, it's been so long. I've missed you.
Oh,
I've missed you.
I miss you too.
We took a week off of recording because you went and had a whole romp in Florida with your friends.
I would never do that again.
Why not?
It's not worth going somewhere that's across the country for 3 days and then turning back around. I don't know how these people like continually do it on a weekly basis.
Well, you were there for 5 days, first of all.
Well, by the time you get there and, you know, it's already that day's gone. And then the day that you're leaving, that day's gone. So there's 3 days in the middle.
Okay, we're starting with the complaints. All right. How was the trip?
Great.
That's it? That's the only anecdote you want to give us from the trip?
I had some funny things that happened.
You want to share one?
Well, one of them was that because I didn't sleep and because there was a time change, my body doesn't react well to time changes.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be a great idea to double down on my medication for sleep.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I started with one drug and went and just tried getting it. I couldn't go to sleep, so I tried another drug. And the next thing you know, I wake up and I am like, my friends thought I was roofied.
You're like The Walking Dead.
It was like drool was coming down from my lip.
So you haven't seen these friends in a while. You show up in Florida to meet them. You take double the dose of your sleeping pills, and then you're out of your mind the next day.
Yeah. And
not a good move.
We went shopping, and it was...
And then you went shopping?
Yes.
Did you buy shit?
I bought a dress for your sister's wedding.
No. That is not the right mindset.
I don't know. I was just like, they put a dress on me. I'm like, literally like, I'm holding myself up against a wall.
Not good.
And they put the dress on. I go, okay, I'll buy it. And they're like, no. We're not having you buy the first dress you try on. So they had me try on the next dress. And I'm like, okay, I'm buying this one. I bought the second dress.
Are you satisfied with it? Have you looked
so
at it? So
happy.
Oh, you're so happy. That's
so relieved.
Wonderful.
I'm not a shopper.
All right. Well, guess what? We're talking about sex today because it's Sex Talk with my mom, and we're not starting off on any boring-ass story.
About roofies.
Instead, we're starting with the question of the week.
By the way, have you ever heard of anybody that got roofied?
Yeah, of course.
What was their feeling about it?
They felt like completely out of it, like they were extremely intoxicated after having only had one drink.
That's exactly what I felt like when I was shopping for a dress.
That's great, Mom. All right.
Ding,
All right,
ding,
we got
ding,
a
ding,
question,
ding.
though. If we're going to keep going, we got more questions coming in from TikTok. Did Mom meet anyone on the trip is the question.
Meet anyone?
Yeah. Anyone to
go
to Bone Town
No,
with?
but I did meet somebody I didn't meet someone in the restaurant. I went to a restaurant where I'll tell the story later.
What?
Apparently there was a celebrity in the restaurant I was at.
What? Give me. Got it.
Doja Cat.
You saw Doja Cat?
Yeah, but I didn't know anything about Doja Cat. Literally,
how did you know it was Doja Cat?
I heard from my server that Doja Cat was in the house. So I'm like, really? And then I went.
I could only imagine.
And I see a couple in a booth, and I have zero idea which one is Doja Cat.
Jesus Christ.
So I asked the server, is Doja Cat a boy or a girl?
Oh my fucking God, Mom. A boy or a girl?
Yeah, so that's who I
It's
met.
like, is your dog a boy or a girl?
Yeah, I did not actually meet Doja Cat because she was...
Did you go up to her and say, hi, are you a boy or a girl?
Well, no, but I mean, she had I just saw someone in a hoodie with long eyelashes. I'm assuming that's Doja Cat.
Yeah. The hood was up?
Hood was up.
That's Doja Cat.
You know Doja Cat?
No, but if you're a celebrity, you got the hood up at all times.
Yeah.
You don't want people.
Well,
but that's
you're
a
a
very
celebrity.
obvious thing, by the way, because if you go out in public and your hood is fucking up,
Right.
you look odd. Most people don't have their hoods up
Right.
in a restaurant.
Well, I was a little irritated because apparently they saved that booth for her, and I wanted to sit there with my boyfriend D's.
You didn't get the same VIP treatment as Doja
I got
Cat?
nothing. Actually, they did
Unbelievable.
bring us a couple glasses of champagne.
It's a couple of glasses of champagne.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Hey, nice.
That's so nice.
Anyway, what's going on in your world?
I want to go to the question of the week.
You don't want to talk about your exciting life?
I will get to that, but I think usually we start with the question of the week, and I think that's a way to start usually.
All right, let's start. But I would like to know something.
Mm.
How do you feel about turning 34?
I am a little nervous about it.
Why?
Because I feel my youth slipping away between my fingers. Start recalling all the. I think what?
You've been an old man since you were born. Okay, you're Pisces. You've never been a very typical boy.
For those just tuning in, I guess my birthday would have been like a couple weeks ago because we're a little ahead on the recording. But yeah, I turned 34 tomorrow. And I start reflecting on the sexual encounters I've had in my life.
How have they been?
The lack thereof.
Oh.
And I start thinking, this is my prime. Another 34 years, my dick might not even go up.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
34 and 34
yeah.
is
68.
68.
Yeah.
It's 68.
I might need a fucking pump to get that thing going.
By then they'll have
popping Viagra.
No, they'll have AI by then. You'll have a little robot that will come and lift up your dick for you.
I would love a little robot to come lift up my dick for me.
A little robot dick.
Anyway, but hopefully 34 will be a year of plenty in terms of wonderful sexual encounters. I think sex really makes the world go round. People love it.
I think you had too much testosterone from all that boxing you're doing.
What do you mean? Why I have too much? First of all, I'm doing boxing once a week.
Yeah.
Second of all, why?
No, maybe that's making you very interested in having sex constantly.
Rodney, by the way, is 68. He's tuning in on TikTok. He says, I'm 68 and I can still get it up. Okay,
See, so there you
you're
go.
giving me hope over here, Rodney. I didn't mean to offend, but may I be more like you when I'm 68 or even 34.
Thank you, Rodney.
Thank you, Rodney. All right, can we go to this question of the fucking week?
I came up with this question.
You did. It's what flavor of sex are you and why? Okay. First of all, how the fuck did you come up with this question? Were you on medication when you came up with this question?
I probably was on medication. No, I just thought about like my own sexuality.
Okay.
And I always say I'm vanilla, but I've actually done some pretty wild things.
What kind of wild? What?
In my day, I've done some wild things.
And so what does that make you?
That makes me like a mint chocolate chip.
A mint chocolate. I was thinking.
You almost had the same one.
Almost,
That's
but then
really
I didn't have a justification for why I'd be a mint chocolate chip. What's your justification?
That sometimes I'm a little bit minty.
Minty. What is minty?
Okay, so minty makes it have a little spark to it.
Yeah.
The chocolate is this old standby, but it's good.
Yeah, everyone likes the old standby.
And the chips are crunchy.
What the fuck is so crunchy?
I don't know.
What the fuck is crunchy
chips,
about your
chips.
sex?
My sex is always crunchy.
Okay. I don't know what that means exactly, but I'll go with it.
And you have a flavor?
Of course.
What?
Peanut butter.
You don't even like peanut butter.
I fucking love peanut butter.
Since when do you love peanut butter?
One of my favorite flavors in the world. And you bring me a peanut butter ice cream, oh my God. It's the best. It's subtle. It's smooth. When you're eating peanut butter, you're experiencing a whole fucking gourmet feast. It's both salty and sweet and fucking full. You feel full afterwards.
Okay. That was a very erotic way of putting it.
It's sweet yet savory. It's the whole package.
Not crunchy?
I wouldn't say it's crunchy peanut butter, no.
No.
I don't know what the crunchy is. I don't know if that's like some dried cum that's in there or what the fuck is it. I don't know
where did you get the FTC in your
FTC for those just tuning in is fucking dried cum. That's my mother's acronym that for some reason she came up with.
Where did you get the FTC though?
Because what the fuck else is crunchy in sex?
Do you think that you're more like wound up because of the boxing?
Why do you keep going back to the boxing? What is it?
I just feel like you're
beaming right now?
Yeah, you got a lot of extra energy.
A lot of extra energy? I didn't even have any caffeine today.
It could be because you slept 10 hours.
I slept 10 hours because I had a migraine last night. We got a lot of love over here.
Oh, I love that.
Blonde mom, would you get with a college guy like me?
I get asked that a lot. That's like one of the most popular questions I get asked is like, how young is the youngest guy you'd ever date?
I love that this guy is referring to you as the blonde mom. Am I the brunette mom?
Yeah.
The fuck do you need to specify blonde mom? Thank you for all the birthday messages. Thank you for all the love out there.
Aww.
Hello to Oklahoma in the house.
Oklahoma.
So
Oklahoma where the wind.
That's right, mother. Okay, so I want to hear from you guys. What flavor of sex are you and why? Please hit us up in those comments saying what flavor of sex you are and why that's the case. And if you are just listening to the show, you can text us at 310-356-3920. That's our text line. You're going to get this fun question of the week every goddamn time. And we'll let's read some responses. How about that?
Okay.
Andrew says he's bubblegum flavored LMFAO because I popped the bubble. You know what the bubble is?
What?
It's usually the booty.
The bubble is
He's
the booty?
popping the booty. He's fucking
That's
banging
very
the booty,
clever,
Mom.
Andrew. I like that.
Kylie says, I'm cookies and cream, missionary, but mix in some BDSM.
See, that's kind of what I meant by chocolate mint chip. Chocolate chip mint. Is it chocolate chip mint?
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint I have a little dyslexia today, too.
Yeah.
Mint chocolate chip. That's what I meant.
Well, we got Tom.
Except for the missionary part. No, I'm not into the missionary.
You're not into missionary?
No.
What do you mean no?
It's boring.
It's boring. I didn't know this about you.
Yeah, never.
Never missionary? Are you fucking kidding me?
I think it's because I'm with a lazy partner.
You're anti-missionary?
Yeah.
No way.
For a few reasons.
Do you know what missionary is?
What the hell kind of question is that, Cam?
It's just the most basic type of sex you can have.
Yeah, I don't do it.
It's the foundation. It's the bedrock of sex.
I don't do it.
You don't do it?
I've done it, but I don't do it.
Why don't you do it?
Because I feel like I'm on Seinfeld right now. What do you mean? Why did I do it? Why did I do it? I don't do it because I'm with a partner that likes it with me on top.
So every time it's you on top?
Pretty much so.
Boring.
Well, that's what I said. That's where the chocolate came in.
What is the chocolate? That's the good old fashioned.
The good old fashioned.
When you say chocolate, I start thinking anal and shit.
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
No anal and shit.
That's what I'm thinking.
No. That's not what I meant by the chocolate.
Gives me the burps or something.
And that would kind of be grossing me out when you said that. And I can't even eat chocolate mint ice cream again.
I had no clue that you were anti-missionary. That's not vanilla of you, mother. Missionary is the most vanilla you can get.
I know. That's why I say I'm not that vanilla. I'm mint chocolate chip.
There is something minty about that. I love missionary, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You just went on the whole bedrock journey of...
Who doesn't like missionary? I've never even heard that. No, who doesn't like missionary? It's the basic. It's the foundation.
It's boring.
Or maybe after however many years of sex you've been having. You can't really do
much with your hands when you're missionary.
What do you mean? You can't do much with your hands?
Someone's stomach is in the way.
This is the truth that's coming out. It's not ideal for the body types going on over here.
Yeah, you got to fit.
Someone said, Karen, it's the ultimate form of connecting with someone.
I'm not saying I don't
like Red Car.
I'm not saying I don't like sex. I'm just saying that
you can't say fucking sex.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying that's not my preferred position.
Okay, that's fine. Listen. Who's gonna yuck your yum? I'm not gonna yuck your yum.
Well, someone said a very appropriate. Can you read that? Do you know which one I'm talking about?
No, but Tom wrote he's bourbon flavored.
Bourbon flavored.
Of course, Tom is bourbon. This is the elder statesman.
Did he say why he's bourbon?
Yeah, he said he's a balance of vanilla, woody, nutty, caramel, smoky tones with some spice, well aged, of course. Elder statesman Tom.
Elder statesman Tom is so poetic. It's just like he's amazing.
You get a full vision of what his sex is like.
It's very fluid.
It's very fluid? I don't think it's so fluid.
Back to the positions that older women can take. So one of my friends just sent me this recently. I thought I'd share with you.
Okay.
Cougars talk a mean game. By the way, there was a picture of Jennifer Coolidge from like White Lotus, etc.
Uh-huh.
Cougars talk a mean game until you get them in bed, and then they're like, ouch, honey, don't push my legs that far back.
Is that true?
Kinda.
Yeah.
It's kind of true.
At what age do you start saying, don't push my legs in that way?
I think just the last year or so, I've been like, oh my God, I mean, break. If we, first of all.
The last year?
In the last year. So.
63?
63. We start reevaluating positions.
Do you know my boxing teacher? He's 60 years old. This guy.
As nimble as a candle.
He could beat the fuck out of me. I don't understand how you guys are nearly the same age.
What does that mean?
Could you try beating the fuck out of me?
No.
This guy all day long is getting beat up by people he's training and then beating the shit out of these people.
There's people I know that are my age that can do jujitsu. How do you pronounce it? Jujitsu. Anyway, should we move along? I love that, Tom.
We have Mel. Guys, if I mess up your name, I'm so sorry. But
By the way,
I just can't see the screen.
is
So it looks like Martin or Mallory is saying lotions make it easier. There was someone earlier who says the doggy style will free up the hands.
That's what I was talking about with the hands. You want your hands free.
You want those hands free. What are you doing with the hands? You grabbing shit?
Grabbing toys.
Grabbing toys?
Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I've thought about that. Someone said they like the pretzel position as well. I don't know what the fuck position that is. What flavor of sex are you and why? Colette says, I'm pretty vanilla, but depending on the communication and comfort level I have with my partner, we can definitely spice it up. I've been with some interesting people who prefer role-playing and feet play. I'm happy to play along. That sounds like a lot of fun.
And it doesn't sound like you're vanilla either.
Doesn't sound like vanilla. The role-play, I haven't role-played in so long. That is the best type of sex you can have, I think.
What are you role-playing?
You just start acting as different people. It's fucking very fun.
Like
you don't do that shit at all, do you?
Oh, are you kidding? We always do.
You always are role playing?
Always.
Always role playing, never missionary.
Right.
That's mint chocolate chip right there. That's hilarious. What is your go-to role play?
Usually it's like someone like, well, there's Dirty D in the porn theater.
My fucking God.
Anyway, moving on.
Jesus Christ, the Dirty D in the porn theater.
JC says, I don't know what that question means. If you mean one of the 5 sweet, salty, sour, bitter, umami.
Umami, yeah. Those are the flavors. You know those flavors?
I've never heard of umami flavored.
Yeah, like umami burger. That's the flavor of meat, basically.
Oh, I would not like that.
Jay says, I'll say umami because umami, KarenLee, is wonderful. What?
That's
fuck?
Sweet.
That's sweet?
Yeah. I don't think that's sweet.
That's a hit on for you and a shit on for me, as always.
What about the next one?
Yeah, T says, what do you mean by flavor? Lol, I'm a sissy cuckold.
So maybe he should just be something pink.
Pink?
Like peppermint.
Pink is
peppermint would be
peppermint?
for a
little
cuckold.
cotton candy cuckold?
Yeah.
I kind of like that cotton candy flavored ice cream. That's fine. Yvonne says, if we are talking a famous ice cream shop, just call me Love Potion 31. If it had to be... Like 31 flavors?
Yeah.
Got it. If it had to be vanilla, better put a little hot sauce on it. I've discovered that I love anal sex. I learned how to relax and, of course, discovered lube. Uber lube to save the day. I'm open to try things, and my biggest fantasy right now is to be a sub for one day. I would love to be gently whipped, bruised, and fucked every which way.
Holy shit.
I would also love to have a threesome, but I'm not sure my husband would go for it yet. We are both in our 50s, and he is more like a vanilla with a bit of hot sauce. I'll keep pouring. LOL.
I love our sneaky freak.
They're sneaky and freaky.
They really are, and they write very well. Beautiful.
It is beautiful. Thank you, Yvonne, for letting us know that you are Love Potion 31.
Love Potion number
31.
9.
TikToker says, Dr. Pepper is the best flavor.
I never even heard of some of these. I didn't know there's a bourbon flavor. I didn't know there's a Dr. Pepper flavor.
I mean, you can make a flavor of any type of cotton candy.
Every year when I go on vacation, I love to bring my girlfriends down in Florida something special from home.
What's that, Moot?
I brought them bottles of Uber Lube to save the day.
Uber Lube, one of the best gifts you can give your friends, old, new, partners, whatever the hell you got in your life. Everyone can use Uber Lube.
My friend says, I said, you need Uber Lube even whether you're by yourself or with a partner. It's always good. Wetter is better. And she said her life is just one big orgasm.
That's right. When you are using Uber Lube, you feel like you are highly orgasmic. Why? Because it is the best lube on the market. They use high-grade silicone with vitamin E, very body-friendly ingredients, so you don't need to worry about it messing with your pH balance.
There's no sickening smell or taste or funky-ass liquid gunky feeling.
Yeah, you don't have any of that.
You don't have any of that.
And it has a measured pump, so you're not spilling it all over your bed. And even if you did spill it on your bed, it doesn't leave a mess. You can put your sheets in the wash and it will come out.
I love Uber Lube. It's definitely my favorite lube for oral, anal, and vaginal penetration.
If you got an itchy anus like I do,
use it there.
Use it when you're running to prevent that chafe. You'll get 10% off and free shipping, you sneaky freak. All you got to do is go to uberlube.com and enter code SNEAKY, SNEAKY, and you'll get 10% off and free shipping on our favorite lube. Thank you, Uber Lube. Mom, I have to tell you, I received one of the best gifts this past holiday season.
And what was that?
It was a shirt from Cuts Clothing. I'm telling you, this shirt was buttery smooth.
I'm such a tactile person. I love comfy clothes, especially when you're traveling.
But the thing is, most comfy clothes looks a little frumpy. This is tailor fit to you. So you feel like you're ready to fucking jog. You're ready to go to the club. You can do anything in these beautifully cut shirts.
I think with pants too, because if this pandemic has taught us anything, it's to wear comfy clothes with elastic waists.
That's exactly right. You can get amazingly comfortable and stylish shirts and pants at cutsclothing.com. Just use our promo code MOM, M-O-M, at cutsclothing.com, and you'll be swimming in fashion.
And comfy too.
How about Captain Megan, who says she's dried, deep-fried mushroom ice cream. A little intimidating and not something you'd have every day, but definitely something you'd want to try at least once. You also might end up with unexpected first-degree burns if you eat too quickly.
Holy cow, Megan.
Yeah,
Captain.
That's a great one. Deep-fried mushroom is ice cream.
What
is
about
good.
the burns, though? What the hell? She's using some candles or some witchy stuff.
Some witchy ass shit over there. But that basically, Captain Megan is saying, if you're not doing the foreplay and you're not getting it all warmed up, you're gonna get burnt.
Is that what you interpreted that?
That's exactly.
I interpreted she's using some candle wax.
You think what?
Yeah.
I bet she's constantly. I feel like she's lighting candles all the time.
Lighting the candles and burning the wax. And
she's burning.
Remember that happened to you once?
Yeah,
You had a negative.
I love
experience.
that you say this like you were like they're observing
You've told
my
me
sexual.
about this.
Yeah, I do remember who it was with. Yeah, we
Somebody
had a massage candle. She fucking took that massage oil that was burning as fuck and whipped it at my chest way too much.
I do that all the time.
Oh, we just got our live
Already taken down?
Taken down will be restored on March 11th. Oops. All right, we're down one.
So much for
one platform.
So much for TikTok.
Okay, let's keep going. Denise says, love this question. Definitely not vanilla.
Thank you, Denise.
I think I am Moose Trex, which has vanilla ice cream as a base, but peanut butter cups mixed in as well as hot chocolate fudge. Ooh. I like that.
That's a very descriptive, but she didn't say why.
You start with vanilla. You add in those peanut butter cups, which we've talked about.
Oh, yes, we've talked about it.
And filling.
But people are not explaining why.
Okay. How about this one? Haley says, sex in my soon-to-be former marriage came in 2 varieties. Okay, so they're going through a little separation.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, pickles and ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
The ex has a pregnancy fetish.
That's interesting.
Pickles and ice cream maybe is like
it's a known thing that women when they're pregnant have like a taste cravings for pickle and ice cream.
Is that real?
Yes, I had cravings for weird things. I had cravings for lobster. Wasn't a cheap craving.
Yeah.
And guacamole.
Guacamole was with me. Yeah.
Your sister was the expensive lobster.
Yeah, that is hilarious. But what? So most people crave pickles and ice cream.
It's just like a known little idiom.
Literally never heard that in my life. She also says, or the astronaut ice cream. Theoretically in the ice cream category, but without any of the features that make ice cream worth having. Now look forward to trying lots of different flavors. Ooh, Haley is onto
Haley's going to be...
Green pastures.
Yeah, you're going to try that peanut butter chocolate chip. You're going to try it all.
You're trying that Moose Trex. You're trying the deep fried mushroom.
What about the bourbon?
You're trying, that Elder Statesman bourbon.
That's the Elder Statesman, Tom and his bourbon.
All right. Should we do a couple more and wrap it up?
All right.
I'm like a Mexican fruit salad with tajin, chamoy lime, sweet, spicy, a little sour at times, always juicy, delicious, and often unexpected. Amanda, this is someone I don't even know you, but I would like to have sex with you.
Oh my God.
That sounds like very fun. That's not Mexican fruit salad with tajin.
I didn't really go for that.
You're not, I know, you never like that shit.
I don't like the weird fruits.
I love that shit.
I do like good blueberries, raspberry, blackberry, but I'm not into the whatever that fruit salad is.
Think about it in terms of sex.
All right.
We're talking sweet. We're talking spicy. We're talking a little sour at times. It gives you that mouth a little...
Oh, my God.
A little tart taste.
A little tart taste. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. She just rolled her eyes.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Cam. No, I do not. I don't like weird fruit. I like pure fruit. I don't like any of that salad taste of, no, whatever you
All right, final one is from Lisa, your fave. You ready for this, Mother?
She's not my fave. She just seems to align with me pretty often.
You're always talking about how much you enjoy Lisa. Lisa says, probably like a chocolate cinnamon latte.
I agree.
See, you agree. I definitely am not vanilla, and my guy is a delicious chocolate brown. I like some spice and adventure, hence the cinnamon. I have a pretty high sex drive, so throw in the sex drive on caffeine.
Ooh, a little caffeinated.
She's going.
She's going,
It's
Lisa.
like the Energizer Bunny.
Well,
my friend just went and he went on a family vacation to like a farm, and he said they were breeding rabbits.
it's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
They were literally fucking. You would watch these rabbits fucking all day, and they would just
Fucking like a little
like
rabbit.
rabbits.
I've been with a guy that fucked like that.
And then after
They just get up and leave.
they just fall down, like completely collapse afterwards.
They get exhausted from it.
Yeah, it's not too different.
They're
than
doing
me.
a bunny style.
Yeah, bunny style.
I was at the dog park the other day. I saw two dogs. They were definitely going at it. I took a video of it.
Does it get you in the mood when you see animals fucking?
No, but I remember reading about a horse that they had. You know, in order to breed horses, you have to bring in another horse to like stimulate the first horse. I just thought that was
usually
very
it
erotic.
requires two fucking animals to fuck.
No, Joseph is laughing over here. I'm saying it was a different horse. It was like like a fluffer horse.
And then they fucked a different horse.
And then they bring in the big stallion.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, why not just put them together and call it a day?
Because I guess the mare has to be ready and willing and able.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
So that kind of got me all revved up.
Oh, it got you revved up?
Reading that? Oh yeah. I think it was Philip Roth. I forgot who. I can't remember who. If you guys remember who that was, please put it in the comment section.
Who the fuck is gonna remember that, Mom?
Someone that's my age, I can't remember shit.
It was a
like
fictional. It was a fictional story.
Yeah.
Mom. All right. Thank you to all of you guys. We got a lot of responses over here. That was a fun question. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for suggesting that, Mother.
I never get any positive reinforcement from you.
Let me set the record straight. That was a brilliant question, Mother.
Brilliant.
You led to some very creative answers, and to those who tuned in, thank you, because that was a lot of fun.
And those of you who are first-time listeners, I rarely get compliments like this, so that was pretty good.
310-356-3920.
Just so you guys know, all you got to do is text us hi, something very simple, and then you'll be on our text chain. Once a week, you'll get a text from us saying the question of the week, and then you can participate. It's a lot of fun.
Did you add a new section to this?
Yes, I did.
What is the new segment of the week, Mother?
The new segment of
She's really blindsiding me right now because this was never discussed ahead of time. And we're going to find out what the fuck this is.
Well, I noticed that we keep getting like different people saying you look like so-and-so. Like one person said you look like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Not fun. Who said that?
In our past, we've heard this.
Let me tell you something. We actually got a text. I don't know if you saw this. You didn't see this, but I put what the hell did you add to this document? You added a lot of shit to this document. What the hell?
I'm very
conscientious. I'll let you lead. But this does come up with Raylene texted out of the blue. P.S. Cam doesn't look like Lin-Manuel Miranda. He's ugly. Cam is a cutie pie. Now I understand why he is insulted.
Well, that was very nice of Raylene.
Fucking very much, Raylene.
Cam is a cutie pie. You're so happy right now.
If any compliment saying I don't look like Lin-Manuel is a major ego boost.
Wouldn't you want to have his money?
I don't give a fuck.
Well, I thought of this because you got a lot of people saying you look like Andrew Schultz.
I know. Do you know who that is?
So that's why I came up with this new section of the week called Celebrities We Don't Look Like.
Thank you.
I looked up who Andrew Schultz was.
You don't think I look like him?
No, I don't think so. I think you're better looking than that comedian.
He's a podcaster. A lot of people were saying I look like a washed up Andrew Schultz. A not as funny Andrew Schultz. Why is it all these adjectives ahead of time? You could just stop at Andrew Schultz and that'll be fine, okay? He's a fine looking guy.
All right.
Did you think he was a cutie or no?
I think you're a better looking guy than him.
Honestly, I think I look better than him too.
You're definitely better looking than him.
Also, he says some
not so cool things.
I'm actually, I haven't seen enough of his stuff, so I don't know.
Well, they didn't say you act like him or perform like him. They just said you look like him.
Yeah. He's a very successful podcaster, so I'll take it.
Oh, okay. I am apparently looking very much like Sarah J., who we've had on the show, who the good thing is that she was born in 1977, so
That
she's
is good.
way younger than me.
Yeah.
The bad thing is that she's, not that there's anything wrong with her, but she's a porn star, and I'm wondering, why am I always being equated to different porn stars? No one ever
A lot
says
of
I
people
look
are
like...
imagining you with all your clothes on, I think is what's happening here.
No, it's obviously a facial thing.
It's a facial thing?
Yeah, first it was
Sounds
Nina
like a porn
Hartley.
thing. Huh.
Then it was I forgot the other one, another porn star, and then now it's Sarah J. lately.
Yeah.
A lot of Sarah J's.
A lot of Sarah
I didn't
J.
ask who I look like, and this is what I get.
Yeah. Are you offended by this? Are you?
No, Sarah's a doll, but I don't think we look alike.
You know her.
I do know her.
I know
I've
her.
met her several times,
Yeah.
and we've interviewed her a couple of times, but I don't think I look like her. I'm just wondering why people always equate me to porn stars.
I don't know. I would love to be equated to porn stars. If anyone is any porn stars that they think I look like, please leave it in the
Except what
comments.
if they said you look like someone like Ron Jeremy?
Not good.
Not good.
But that's probably the only ugly ass porn star I know of.
I'm
Do
sure
you know
there
of
were-
any other?
I'm sure there are other ones.
Because they look for penis size. They're not looking for
Exactly.
the looks.
Yeah.
They're looking for a good bod. They would chop off the head if they could. What?
Well,
Is that the end of the segment of?
That was it.
That was celebs we don't look like?
Yes.
All right. Thank you
You
for
like
adding
that?
that
That's
segment, Mother.
a new segment.
I love that. That's really lovely.
Cam, I can't believe someone has taken my idea and made it into a reality.
That's right. You folks know my mother is constantly talking about her dream to make her toothbrush into a vibrator.
And someone has done it by the name of Erosia.
Erosia has got the heads that you want to clip onto your electric toothbrushes. We're taking that Oral-B, that Sonicare, that thing that you use only twice a day, and now you can use it all day long.
And they did what I said. No cords, no forgetting another charger. By using your electronic toothbrush motor, you are eco-friendly and reducing your footprint. And the carbon footprint is no longer there. You're not making waste of toys.
That's right. You want a clit stimulator? You want a G-spot stimulator? They have different types of heads that you can pleasure yourself with.
And right there on your bathroom counter.
It's hygienic, it's fun, and it's carbon friendly.
And as you know, by my own testament, it's a damn good idea.
3 stronger vibrations than other vibrators.
I cannot wait to try this.
They really do. They have a rabbit style, a clit stimulator.
I'm fucking devastated.
Well, you don't need to be devastated, Mom. You can get your own Erosia by going to Erosia, EROSSCIA.com and enter code MOM, M-O-M. You'll get a little discount and you'll be supporting our show and making your whole bathroom experience much more pleasurable. That's Erosia.com, EROSSCIA. Enter code MOM.
So what's been going on in your life other than that? You told me not to look at the documents.
So I went to a party. I have a friend who's kind of an influencer. He's in with like the top YouTubers, okay? So I went to this party. It was very interesting. Anyway, I went to this party, a lot of influencers around, and everyone was trying to like look cool. You know, it's a scene, you know? And
well, just out of curiosity, what were you wearing?
I was dressed like in a suit, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why because it was a fancy party?
Yeah, it was a little cocktail attire party. So everyone's like dressed up, trying to look cool. Everyone's making content. And I look down and I see it looks like there's shit on the floor.
No.
And I look, I'm like, no
That's
way did
disgusting.
someone shit on the floor over there.
No, nobody probably shit on the floor. Probably someone like didn't realize that they shit and it was hooked onto their like dress or underwear.
So I'm like, maybe it's just chocolate, but like there's no chocolate. There's not really any chocolate around. So like, where the fuck is this shit coming from?
It's so
And then I
gross.
turn to this other guy and I'm like, is that, what do you think that is? And he goes, without even saying anything, he goes and grabs a napkin, puts it on the fucking shit, puts it up to his nose and sniffs and he goes, yeah, that's shit.
Ew.
That's shit. He identifies it as shit.
We don't know if it's dog shit or people shit either.
I have no clue if it was someone who shat their pants and it just fell out the end of their dress or their pants or whatever the fuck it was and then onto the floor and it got kicked around in the dance floor.
This is the most terrifying thing that could happen to me.
Yeah. Sharding or something and you end up with shit on the floor.
Or that you don't wipe yourself and you pull your pants up and next thing you know, there it is on the floor.
And people are just dancing. People are trying to get down, like sliding on the dance floor and shit like that. And there's literally shit on the floor. floor.
Besides the piece that the guy picked up?
It wasn't just a piece. It was smeared throughout the
Oh.
floor. It's disgusting.
Did it smell?
Yeah, my brother was there, and he was going, man, what smells like shit? I looked down. I go, maybe it's shit. I couldn't believe
It's
it.
so revolting.
Someone had shit on the floor, or there was a dog that shit on that shit, and someone
Was
dragged
there a
it in.
dog at the party?
No dogs at the party. What would you do if you saw shit on the floor? Would you take a napkin and go smell it to identify if it was actually shit?
Hell no.
It's
Are
disgusting.
you kidding?
Right?
I think I'd probably have to leave the party.
It was a gnarly moment.
That is like a nightmare to me that like I'll be at the pool, for example. I just, when I was on vacation recently, I went to the pool for the day. And before I did, my friend says, oh, try my son's gourmet figs. You would have
Ooh.
loved that.
Yeah.
I try a quarter of one little tiny fig, could not get off the toilet. It was like a
Ooh.
instant. And then I kept thinking to myself, what if I don't like wipe myself enough and end up in the pool and it ends up like a Caddyshack moment where there's like a, do.
Yeah.
I was so paranoid.
You couldn't go swimming because you thought you were gonna shit yourself.
I just was not sure if at the end of the bathroom that I had made sure that everything was cleaned up. I was terrified.
Disgusting.
Has that ever happened to you?
If I shit in the pool,
No, that you ever shat and then you're not sure that you made it,
sharded.
I think I'm going to start using wipes.
Yeah, you should.
No, nobody uses wipes anymore.
Why don't we use some wipes? Why don't we use some bidets?
I loved having a bidet.
Yeah.
My boyfriend Dee's did not like having a bidet. I begged him just try it one time because I thought it was so cool that we have a bidet.
Yeah.
I guess he just turned the one hot water on and sat down and it just immediately
Scalded
burned his ass and he
No.
leaped up and he was, oh my God, was he angry at me for making him do that.
Speaking of bathrooms, I've got an ant infestation
Still?
that has not left the bathroom. It's not good. I had the exterminator come out. Exterminator was hilarious. He had dropped off some traps. He walks in and goes, how'd the traps do? I said, yeah, I think they did the job. And he started laughing like,
He's a jolly exterminator.
delighted that these ants are dying. I was feeling horrible.
He's
this
an
guy
evil,
is having the
evil,
time of his life.
Evil.
Then
evil.
he puts like this little like gel to kill them off inside. He would keep going, come and get it. Come and get it. He made me feel much better about killing the ants, honestly.
Because he's like the demented exterminator.
He's not demented. But he did say on his way out, he had just sprayed a bunch of shit outside the house. I said, do I need to avoid this area for a bit? He goes, oh no, I've been around this spray all my life. Look at me. I'm fine. You're going to end up like me.
Oh my God.
I'm like, Jesus
you
Christ.
You look like someone that's demented.
Why do you keep calling him demented?
That laugh sounded demented.
He was maniacal about the killings. Anyway, those are my 2 life updates. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna.
I don't know how you can live
have
like
someone
that.
over when I have shit all.
Well, you better not.
When I have ants all over the place.
Better hope that she doesn't have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, we'll have to use a different bathroom or something.
Can we talk about the white elephant in the room?
What is that?
When you took me to get my EMG.
Why is that the? First of all, it's not white elephant.
The pink elephant?
I don't know what the fuck.
The white elephant.
It's just usually the elephant in the room. It's not a white elephant.
Oh, yeah. Purple elephant, whatever.
But the white elephant is like the gift giving thing that you do on Christmas.
No, it isn't. It's like when you say something like, "Oh, let's talk about something we're not talking about."
No. All right. What's the fucking white elephant, Mom?
When you took me to get my EMG.
EMG? Will you say it like everyone knows what EMG is?
Well, it's short for electromagnetic something. I don't know what the G stands for.
Okay.
It's short for I'm going to do the most painful thing that you've ever experienced in your life to you, and you're gonna love it.
Yeah, you were getting stimulated in certain ways.
So for those of you who don't know, I needed to get an EMG.
Mm-hmm.
My son Cam volunteered.
My son Cam, that's me.
You volunteered to take me, which was very sweet.
Yeah.
What did I look like after I took the 5 milligram Valium?
Like you were flying high.
I was fine. I was feeling like the days of the Quaaludes were back.
You were talking to every single fucking person. You were just completely out of it.
Yep.
I think you were trying to put on a comedy show for the doctor for some reason.
When you do it for all the doctors. I found a way to get doctors to say the things that you want them to say.
What kind of things do you want?
You endear them so much that they can't give you any bad news.
But why? What kind? You want them to give you an honest answer? Why are you
No,
trying
I do not. I like living in my la la land that I am.
So why bother going to the doctor?
I don't know because I felt like I had to do this. But as you know, I opted out for part 2. So part 1 is they're going to stick you these little electrodes all over your arm, and you're going to love it. It's like a staple gun in your arm in different places. It's horrifying. It was part 1, and I think I did pretty well with part 1.
You did. You were getting electrocuted, and you were fine with it.
Yes, but part 2 is like she goes, now for the hard part. The hard part is when you stick a needle in, and then you swirl that needle around until you're writhing in pain. I'm like,
it looked fucking awful.
What the hell? Are you out of your goddamn mind? I'm not doing that. And she's like, well, let's see. Did she say, let's just see what happens? Or I'll stop whenever you want to stop?
Mm-hmm.
So she puts it in there. She swirls it around. I'm in excruciating pain. I'm like, we're done here.
We're done.
We're done. Is there anything more that can be gained?
You sobered up real quick after that one.
Yeah. That Valium didn't do shit. And I took Advil too. None of that stuff works when someone's sticking a needle.
And then
why if I'm already dealing with pain in my arm, do I need to get more pain?
Here's what I remember from this experience. So after the doctor's appointment where you were putting on a whole clown show for the doctor, we went and met up with my bookkeeper.
By the way, I hugged the doctor when we were done.
Yeah,
I remember
he
that
definitely
part.
did. Yeah. And we're on the other side of town. It's like an hour away from my home. So, and my bookkeeper happened to be visiting town for then. So I scheduled an appointment to meet with her. And you and I had discussed that we're going to go to meet her at this cafe. I'm going to sit with her, and you're going to sit by yourself. You're going to do your own thing.
I never, ever agreed to that.
You 100% agreed to that.
When I was on Valium, I agreed to that.
Before Valium, when you were sober.
Well, I'm not about to sit by myself like,
so
like a wallflower.
Valium comes around, you're sitting with us, sitting pretty, high as a kite, with me in a business meeting. You're talking nonsense the whole goddamn time.
From what I remember, she's a very nice bookkeeper.
She's a wonderful bookkeeper. We talked very little business because you were fucking blabbing.
Well, why were you bookending me? You told me you're going to take me on this thing. First, we had to film a podcast. Then we had to go get my arm
mutilated,
tortured, and then you decided to bring me to somewhere where I can't even eat with you.
You ate with us.
Well, that's right. I ate with you.
It was fine. It was just goofy to take a business meeting with my mother who was on drugs.
Well, speaking of drugs, let me tell you something. I have a guy in my next door neighbor, door neighbor in my building.
Yeah.
I live in a nice building. Most of the people are different ages. I have like a 40-year-old immature child living next to me.
Oh, God.
And every night for the past 3 nights, he decides to have raging parties.
Raging?
Starting at like 4 a.m.
Oh, fuck that.
And you can imagine how many times I have to call security.
It's like a frat house over there.
I told the security guy that.
It's a frat house?
I said, I live in a fraternity, except I don't have Quaaludes.
Not good.
It's exactly what I texted.
Doing the Quaaludes.
That's what I texted him. Because that's what it felt like.
Unbelievable.
So, I've had 3 drug experiences.
Or you just calling the front desk on this?
Well, they suggested that I call the cops next time.
Are you going to call
non-emergency cops? I can't.
Why?
I can't do that.
Why?
It's my next door neighbor. I don't want to call the cops on him.
Well, why isn't he turning his shit down?
Because he's an inconsiderate piece of shit.
All right.
Anyway,
maybe you can have a conversation with him.
Maybe I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue to live in my fraternity without Quaalude life.
Okay. Anything else in your life that you wanted to share?
I was going to share a spiritual thing, but I could save that for a different episode.
Maybe save that for a different episode.
I'm going to save it for a different episode. That means that you guys have to continue to listen to this podcast if you want to hear a very freaky, spiritual, crazy-ass experience that I had.
JC writes, she can't call the cops because of her name.
That's right. I can't be a Karen.
You can't be a Karen.
But believe me, I've been a Karen every time. I mean, I call twice. When someone asks you at 4 a.m. to turn the music down and to stop being loud, do you just go ahead and double down and turn it back up again after he leaves?
Oh, it's time for Hit On or Shit On. This is the segment where we take your comments and determine whether they are a hit on or a shit on. What do we got this week, Mother?
Joe Johnson says, here's my list. This is about older women, what to do with them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my list. 1, nursing home. You can really meet plenty of old women here who have their own pad. Who have their own pad. Number 2, a cemetery. You can meet many older women who are visiting their deceased husband. Number 3, beauty parlors. Many women have their hair dyed to cover up the gray. Do you think that's a hit on or a shit on from Joe Johnson?
It sounds like he's trying to give you places to meet older women. So that would be a hit on. The things that he's telling you to do, though, not the kindest.
What a fucking dick.
Why is he a dick?
Was he? First of all, he's obviously trying to be funny, which he was not funny. And second of all, like all older women are ready for the grave. I mean, what is that?
That is not the nicest thing.
It was a bullshit thing to say.
But he didn't say they're ready for the grave. He said you can meet many older women who are visiting their deceased husbands. If anything, maybe he's saying that, women tend to live longer than men. I'm looking at the bright side.
You are looking at the bright side. How about this one from Liberty Prime? Bro, if that's actually your mom, I hope I never see a clip from your channel again.
That's a shit on.
That's I mean, why?
It's not good. I wouldn't say that's a compliment about the work that we've put in over the past 7 years.
We put in work, and no one asked him to comment. No one asked him to watch our show. Why is he watching the show and then making a rude comment? That's what I'd like to know. Liberty Prime, if you have nothing to say, my mother told me this. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And that was one that you could have kept to yourself.
Fucking schooled, Liberty Prime. Liberty Prime is done. You have any others, or is that the end, Mother?
I think that was almost at the end.
I had one that was from Jeff who said, "Sex talk with my mom. I have a question for Mom. KarenLee. Karen, are you single?"
A lot of people ask if I'm single.
Yeah. Do you think that's a hit on or a shit on?
It's a hit on.
And do you have an answer for them?
I'm not single as I know it. I just celebrated my 15-year anniversary.
What do you mean as you know it?
Well, single meaning, do I have a significant other? Or single meaning, do I have a ring on my finger? Or single?
No, single is not. They're not talking about tax terms. They're talking about, are you taken by someone?
I'm taken.
She's taken. She's a taken woman.
I'm taken. I would like to say something about your birthday.
Yeah.
I love you very much. I've seen you developed into a fine young man.
Thank you, Mother.
And I hope that everybody sends birthday wishes to my son, Cam, even though it might be 2 weeks later.
Thank you.
But you have really, you know what I love about you? You're always self-improving.
Thank you, Mother.
And you're always willing to do the thoughtful thing.
Thank you. Is this birthday talk with my mom right now?
Except for when I'm trying to be nice to you and you act snarky at me.
I just didn't see this coming.
I'm sorry, but I'm very emotional right now.
She's getting emotional. Thank you for all the sweet words, Mom.
I only hope most people out there have the same relationship that we have, where you can talk openly about things that most people don't talk about.
I agree. Do you want to do Mom's News? It seems highly relevant.
All right, let's do Mom's News.
Mom's News. Mom's News. Mom's News is a segment of the show where my mother shares earth-shattering, groundbreaking, need-to-know info. What do we got this week?
I believe you sent this to me.
Yeah, it was a newsletter that I got.
And it's kind of disappointing for me.
I'm sorry.
Because I have been talking nonstop for the last, how many years? 7 years?
Yeah, definitely.
And even went to one of your ex-girlfriends to manufacture this.
Yeah.
It is taking your electric toothbrush and making it into a vibrator.
Yeah, you have been talking about this for years. What's the news around it, Mom?
Apparently it says, wait, you can use your electric toothbrush as a sex toy. Isn't that unhygienic? Does anyone really do that? Well, the answers are yes, not if you do it right, and yes.
Look at that. Someone
has
stolen
my idea.
Your idea. Erosia
has stolen my idea. You know, a lot of people have great ideas, but very few people can make them happen. Although it's your birthday, I hate to say this, you're the one who squashed my dreams.
What the fuck? Why?
Because your ex-girlfriend was going to make it, and you kind of like poo-pooed it.
What?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I'm not taking that.
You squashed my dream of making an electronic toothbrush.
I'm so sorry.
This is the reason I thought it would be such a great idea. I thought it would be a great idea because you just can. This person should use my idea. If they're going to do it, they didn't do it right. I wasn't thinking of something that you insert inside you. I was not thinking of that kind of dildo. I was thinking of one that just for external clit stimulating and just take the top off, put a new top on.
That's exactly what they made.
And then you don't. And I'm so freaking pissed. And what I love about it is that you don't have to worry about batteries because it's a rechargeable toothbrush.
Well, how about this? We will try to become affiliates of this company, and we'll give you guys a link so that you can make your electric toothbrushes.
It'll be on our Patreon page too. If you want to join us on Patreon, it's patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom.
That's right.
So yeah, I was a little disappointed in that, but same thing with my glow-in-the-dark pacifier. If I didn't do it, someone else is going to do it.
And
Some
they did
major company is going to do that, and they did it.
Yep,
but
pretty
it
smart.
will never be as good as mine.
That's right.
In my mind.
Yeah. Well, Mother, I mean, we didn't have time for Cam's uppers this week.
Would you like to give us a quick update? A quick upper?
I'll give you a quick upper.
Seeing that it's your birthday.
People are tuning in mainly for this segment, so I figure why not give
I'm sure
people what they want.
Everyone's tuning in for that Cam's upper segment.
Guys, it's time to pour that bourbon. It's time to mix up those moose tracks. It's time for
Cam's Uppers is the place to be. Fun living is the life for me.
It's Cam's Uppers, the segment of the show where I share something near and dear to my heart, something that my mother typically finds
boring,
or
dull,
or
fantastic.
Fantastic. Here's something fantastic for you, Mother. I've been reading a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Every week it's a new self-help book. But this self-help book, first of all, you can listen to it free on Spotify, FYI. Yeah, you just search for How to Win Friends and Influence People, and you'll get this very old man reading to you this story about how to make your life better. I'll give you the cliff notes, though. People want to feel valued. That's kind of why we do all the things that we do in our life, to feel love, connection, to feel valued, right? And so he goes through a bunch of different ways to go about doing this.
It's a salesman.
Remembering their name, making them feel important, complimenting them, making.
Is this what you were trying to do to me? So you're bullshitting me with
your question? I think you're going to see a lot of compliments coming from me these days, Mother, and they're going to be authentic.
Oh,
yeah, it is true. I think
I'm going to do the same
idea.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to. Joseph, what about you? Yeah, he said, Joseph is our producer over at Dr. Self Tapes.
A little shout out to Dr. Self Tapes for creating such a wonderful studio where we can come record easily with joy, making a very comfy home over here with high quality. You can watch on YouTube.
It's run by twin brothers, which I never can tell from the other who's who.
It's Dr. Self Tapes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Dr. Self.
All right, so that's Cam's Uppers. It applies to business, it applies to dating. If you want to attract people to you, make them feel like they're special.
I think you do that.
You think I do that?
And that's one of the highest compliments. Why are you laughing?
I know exactly where your mind is going.
What am I going to say?
I know what you're going to say. Say it.
Back when I was in school, people used to say, you know what's so great about you? You make me feel like I'm very special.
That's it.
So I can write the goddamn book. It's another thing I should have done.
You should have written.
I should have written How to Win Friends and Influence People.
On that note, I want to thank all of you sneaky freaks who make us feel very valued by taking the time to listen to this podcast. It's no easy endeavor to make this thing. It requires a lot of vulnerability and fucking time and effort and money. And your listening, your patronage on Patreon, those are what keep us going.
And if you use our links, then any of the ads that we place here, we hear back that you guys have been appreciating and buying the stuff that we talk about. Because we don't talk about anything that we're not fully in favor of.
Right. And then they'll keep renewing us, and then we can get a little more cash from the advertisements. So thank you to all those who use our ad links. And if you would like to join our Patreon family, join us at patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom. Shout out to all the sneaky freaks that we recently had a little live chat with. It was very fun.
It's so fun. We love our sneaky freak live Zoom calls.
We do love them.
And another way is just go to ratethispodcast.com/mom. .com/mom and
leave us a rating and review.
Yep.
All right. We love you guys.
And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and picking a little ice cream flavory.
Ice cream flavory.
Okay.
Hey.
Not one of my better ones.
No, it wasn't. It was not.
And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees. And a happy birthday to Cammy.
There we go.
All right.
That's how we should end it. Thank you for that. All right. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
I love you, birthday boy.
Love you too much.
You were listening to a Pleasure Podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.